Hi everyone, it's me Vanessa, and welcome to another episode. So this week, I basically spent some time looking into my board categories because, as I mentioned, not my previous video, but the video before, I had a bit of a break because I was on pregnancy leave, and when I came back, I was very overwhelmed with all the changes with Pinterest, or a lot of talk around how accounts were getting hit by spam, or there were new advancements in the place because I guess when people got hit by Google's HCU, a lot of bloggers, a lot of people that were hit by Google decided to move their efforts to Pinterest, and yeah, so Pinterest had gained some popularity, but with that, Pinterest decided to clamp down on, I guess, a lot of older practices, and also now they're pushing more for Pinterest ads because it's obviously more, you know, yeah, economical for them, obviously more money for them. So you see a lot more ads on the space. So competing with organic content is also becoming a bit harder, based on what I'm hearing in the community, in the Pinterest community. But anyway, because of that, I had to do an overhaul of my strategy because things just got really complicated and I got very overwhelmed. If you might have remembered me talking about this in my previous video, one of my earlier videos, that I was going to use Levy Rhodes' waterfall method to basically inform my strategy and my decisions for this Pinterest account. I realized in reality that method is very complicated, and if you follow Levy Rhodes' course, she also, has a couple of she keeps updating that strategy because she realizes that the Pinterest algorithm changes, or they get smarter, right? They're also trying to stop spammy, stop people from kind of totally automating all your content on Pinterest. Um, so anyway, keeping up with that was kind of hard, and it's something I learned as well, that you can't follow any one strategy by the book. You have to adapt it to what works for you. And I think I talked about it in a previous video, and I realized quite soon as well, that I would not be able to use Levy Rhodes' entire template because it was overwhelming, and it was probably meant for websites that for blogs that had more content that that you're then trying to create pins um, for that have been online for longer, and I didn't have the content, right? So anyway, with that being said, this is now a journey of like me updating bits of my strategy. So that's why I'm having another video about board categories, which is what I was focusing my effort on this week as I'm updating my strategy. And what I basically did was went through the board categories that I had, and I decided to make them broader because I think I was hyper niched to warm interior minimalist design. And I found some information that said that the broader your board topics, the better. So I actually added some broad topics like sofa, living room, bedroom, like all the rooms in a house. But I still maintained I also have like a minimalist board category. So I still have a niche, but it's not, a multiple long tail keyword niche, because these are just a board categories. I can save that for my board description. And yeah, as you can see, I have like the search volume for this, it's quite low. And I did not include the search volume for the more general board categories because we know that these are going to be in like the 100,000s because these are common words that people use to search. But I also did decide to include some interior items. And that's why I named that room and interior items. And this is because, as you know, I'm trying to get affiliate sales at the end. I'm using Pinterest for the purpose of directing people to my website to then hopefully get, money through the affiliate links. And the affiliate links that I have are based on individual interior items, right? So that's why I also decided to have these interior boards. So I can show you how this looks like, for my page. These are some of the items that I have, lampshade, minimalist sofa, etc. You can see my board categories here that I've made. And another good thing to note as well is that I would like to actually have an experiment where I'll be pinning my content from, the pins, either pins that are for the blog or saved pins, which is pins that you save from someone else's website onto yours, but then Pinterest views it as your own created content. And I want to post as much as I can similar content in my category, living room, sorry, house categories with the minimalist categories to actually see if there's any difference. Like, because as Libby Road mentioned with her waterfall method, that it's interesting to actually test the pin board relationship. So you can obviously have, one pin to multiple boards, and then see which one kind of the algorithm picks up on, and that becomes your winning board with a lot of engagement. So I then decided to kind of group my board categories with the articles to make it a bit easier, because as I also mentioned, it was a bit overwhelming trying to follow different spreadsheets. And as I progressed, I realized I have to change different things around to make it make sense for me, so that I'm not overwhelmed and I actually know what I'm doing with Pinterest instead of getting lost in the sauce. Um, so, for example, I have an article that I wrote about warm minimalist living rooms. And this can go into multiple board categories, right? My minimalist living room, lounge chair, lampshade, wood chair. I'll show you the article right here. And what I did with this article is it has items on it that has hyperlink that, that links out to my affiliate link, basically. It's taking a while to load, but you can see from here that this goes to the Mavely app link, which is one of the affiliate sites that I'm using because I find it to be the easiest. It has not restricted me, and they have a wide variety of companies and choices. So it's been great. And as you know from what I said before, Skimlinks has, basically not banned me, but they rejected me. So I had to reapply. I made some changes to my own website to see if that would help. But I'll keep you guys posted when I hear back. I haven't yet. So that's basically the article that I'm linking to, and I have it with multiple different boards. I also decided to add my Canva links right here instead of downloading the images, the pin images, and then re-uploading it, because it's only me that's basically doing this. I also hope by sharing this, it'll help inform your workflow and help you create your own Google Sheet and not have to get intimidated by the different, options out there, or the different spreadsheets that a lot of Pinterest influencers are sharing, because sometimes you're just an individual person that's trying to make Pinterest work for you, and you're not just trying to become a Pinterest virtual assistant or a Pinterest manager just yet. So these are the scrappy beginnings before you create your own special template that you can then scale for clients once I hopefully become a successful Pinterest manager. But yeah, so I decided to just link it straight to my Canva, because what I do is I just download the images, upload them. And then I take them off my computer. So I'm not using Dropbox yet. So this has been the easiest method. And I can show you actually how my Canva looks like. 1 second. You can see all the different projects that I had. And I found something that works easy for me is to just categorize it on Canva straight away, instead of downloading the images and then reorganizing them somewhere else. So for example, ceramic tiles is actually one of the topics of, I also created an article about this. It's a interior item. And what I did was I created 3 different pin design, but with the same sort of topic and text. As you would recall from one of my previous videos as well, you just would need to change certain things around, and then you can repost it, and it doesn't look like it's a fresh image, but it can be sent to the same URL. Previously, I was talking about Emily Bales's but Libby Rhodes' course, where she said you could just make minimal changes to the images before you post them, and that would count as a completely new, a new pin if you want to do it at scale. But based on some, information I've been reading online, and with the home decor niche being, very aesthetic focused, I decided to spend a little bit more time, because it wasn't so hard, to create 3 unique images, or, to try and create unique images for my pins, because I do want people to click and convert. And so as you can see, I've made like ceramic tiles for bathroom, and these are not... when I start seeing which of my posts do well, I can then double down on it and just, use the same format. and create multiple different pin designs from it that look similar. But for now, it's important for me to basically experiment, and that's why I've created many different designs to upload them and then see which actually works. So this is ceramic tiles for your bathroom, but it all actually points to the same article, which is, ceramic tiles for bathroom and kitchen, that I've created on my website. But yeah, there's one more thing I actually wanted to share around the board categories and how it's informing where I basically got this information from to change my strategy up a bit. And as you can see, I see this from Levy Rhodes' Pinterest Virtual Assistant Society group on Facebook. And she mentioned that home decor is quickly getting taken by AI. So it's becoming a tougher niche. And you see that a lot as well, just random AI images. That's why I'm also putting more text and making it a bit more personalized so that I can kind of go against it, and hopefully the algorithm will favor that. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I decided to make these changes. And yeah, so the strategy moving forward would be to post, and I will share this in the next video, because I'm actually going to be experimenting with Tailwind next week, because I found out that using Pinterest scheduling tool becomes very messy very quickly. So now I get why all the influencers actually were pushing Tailwind. But yeah, it would be the strategy I would like to do ideally, and I'll show you how that looks like in my Tailwind next week, would be to post 1 to 2 original pins. So these would be pins that I create on Canva. And then, every day for a week. And then I would also try to mix it up a bit. And, I still want to increase the amount of pins that I have in my boards, right? And not just have them be repins, because these are all repins right now. So the other thing that I would do to add to my content, so in total, I have at least maybe 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 pins in my board updated daily, is to basically save these pins straight from a website. So for example, I'm seeing this, I could just save it, but that is technically repinning it. So what I would do is just click on it, and I have the Pinterest tool here that basically the Pinterest Chrome extension that basically lets me, I want a different color, save images straight onto my board. And I've showed this before as well. So then this actually counts as me creating or saving my own image. So I'll do that. And I'm also going to add a mix of repins, because I have a new account and I want to kind of have some sort of natural engagement or natural behavior on the tool. So I'll basically be doing a mix of all three. But yeah, stoked and excited to show you what I do next week with Tailwind. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions about your board categories, or if you would like to share how you how you organize your board categories. And yeah, see you next week. Bye.